This is what happened. I've got stuff in my mouth and I'm just in shock still. My receipt, body care. 4 o'clock, I went there. 12th of the 5th, 2019. Having to get stuff because of what's happening with my housing crisis and care business, everything happening at once. We're dealing with the criminal injuries people all at once again, and it's just one thing after another. So today at the last minute my internet crashed on me yesterday as well, so I had to get all that shite sorted out. I've got another friend that's going to, I won't be sleeping tonight. And I had to delete the first stream because I realised I had my personal data on it. Falling for this shite again. Targeted me again. And is it deliberate because I'm in a bloody wheelchair and disabled woman? This guy I know for Steve, when I've seen him, when I'm able to get out, it's not often, showed me this notice of Northampton Borough Council public servants, right, giving these homeless people the Greyfriars land, or Greyfriars bus station in my area, UK, to not occupy the land. So obviously I've seen this man in circumstances he's told me before, and a lot of stuff is going through. And he's saying that the borough council, homeless people, whatever team, whatever public servants, they want out. And I know what it's like going through my situation, and then obviously seeing so much homeless people about. Now, in hindsight, yet again, leave it for the homeless charities and people to do what they do. But am I gullible? I just don't know. It just seems like that. But he seemed genuine and he was struggling. There's a female he's talked to before. He genuinely looked like tears in his eyes. He's already had personal things happen to him. He just says, look, he's been offered temporary accommodation, but he claims that the policy in the Borough Council and all those that's meant to help Hope Centre and all these people meant to help homeless people, right? And he was telling me a lot of personal things anytime. When I see him, he'll tell me more stuff. And I found a lot of stuff that's not meant to be helping because of cuts in public services. And I know too well in my situation what's going on and what I need to do. And it's just not right. And I don't have the extra time. So when I explained to the police just now when we were on the phone, how difficult, they don't know me obviously, but it's difficult my private friends caring for me the way they are, let alone the extra time I need. And I had that whole effing past year trying to go through this Care Act assessment to get the right service in place, to get the housing, to get this, that and the other. Well, there's nothing available. And now I'm being threatened to have my own taken away because of BS 1 year and 10 months won't repair my effing bloody wet room. So I had to get the stuff today in this shop to in case tomorrow suddenly I get this threatening letter, unless you vacate your own, where the hell am I meant to go to, and all my medical equipment, etc., etc. Let alone 6 months, it would be almost 6 months, with a failure of certain other civil servants in the adult healthcare. There was no intention to offer me the lawful due process, what was meant to happen in the first place. It's all adult safeguarding, section 42. I still have my full capacity, by the way. It's a circumstance beyond my control that's happened. It's not my doing. I've gone through various statutory services and nationally as well. So I'm just targeted. And unfortunately, yet again, here I go with experiences I went through at the end of 2018, when the cameras around town yet again, so-called technology, were blaming me for every bloody thing. Oh, we followed you all the way through town and we couldn't see your 8 months brooch on your white coat. My effing blinking private friends carers have put it on before I left Christmas Eve. And then men in another part of town, under the cameras again. I'm busy checking the time on my phone and then to go and get electricity for my meter, prepaid meter then. And a bloke and two females, distraction again, went like that. And then the police, right, in their call centre, whatever they do now, because of cutbacks and services, claimed they could see the bloke, but they couldn't get the image quite close. Could see the art is like this, but couldn't see him take off the item. And then because of that, they get character assassination, don't they? And claim that they couldn't actually, you know, they claimed, oh, they checked all the cameras around town and followed me from there, what they described in an email, etc., and claimed that it was never on my coat to start with. Of course it bloody well was. But they have to follow their own procedure. So here I go again today, right? And I had cash on me. I saved up because fearing and concerning that I might be displaced in the care system in emergency basis yet again. I've already gone through that. So I had to stock on the things I might, wherever I end up, may need to go, there might be no shops or anything. So I had to use that cash, put some in the bank first, thank goodness I did, and then get up to this, got the receipt off to get the items, and I can't usually afford these items at once. And so I did get the item, so I had it, you know. And then just before I was on the way up, I saw this guy, Steve, right, outside this card shop. Can't remember the title, but I got a video of it after. I've been in shock ever since. And it said, you know, how are you? He sent that to me. And I said, you right? He said, not really. And he showed me this bit of paper. There's another bit he took with it, because he said that a lot of him and other people being served with this notice to claim that they need to move off their tent on public land or the borough council in this area. And when my mate looked up online, well, obviously there's meant to be all this wonderful strategies and policies and stuff to help the vulnerable, disabled and homeless people, particularly the homeless as well. And this guy Steve was saying that, well, what they offered is like sharing a room with strangers, and he's got his own problems, you know. He told me personal things before a while ago, just in general conversation, and I could see the emotion, the tears in his eyes. So today when I saw him, this was the last straw. So I just had a £5 right on me. I had two £20 notes in my purse. I got this type of bag. I can't do up because if God forbid, like last year, I ended up in hospital again, I need this stuff on me because I got no extra family. I got no bloody, they didn't give a shite about me anymore. You know, they're scattered around. They're getting on with their lives. I informed my sister what's happened today. Did she get back to me? No, she don't give a shite. None of them do. I could be dead and buried for all they're concerned. So, of course, anyway, I let my friends know, my private life friends, they can't care for me. And they bloody work, so they can't sit in and can't offer me the extra support I need. So all this past effing year, what I've done is told these public servants that I need this, that, and the other, and because of cutbacks, I ain't getting nothing. And then today I get robbed. So it's not my doing, it's my fault this effing happens. So I got evidence of these receipts, right? And then I thought, well, if this guy was going through his shite and all the homeless are being targeted in my area, and there's the evidence, he's doing it. He showed me this piece of paper. I'm sitting in my wheelchair, absolutely shocked. Yet again, you've got civil servants that targeting the vulnerable people. It's bad enough, let alone what they're doing to me, anybody else. And then this. So of course I literally just focusing on trying to take phone number and details of the individual, so I could investigate for them when I might have time to I know certain political people, so what the shite are they doing to vulnerable people when there is no, he said to me, Steve, this guy, there isn't any spaces left in the Hope Centre. There isn't any other places or the temporary housing, what they call. So these people are living on the streets. They're living on land, the public land. And these heartless individuals are serving these notices and all these homeless in my area. I was livid. So, of course, I was just busy reading that. And then this bloke comes up, browner bloke, to describe to the police what it looked like. And I wasn't looking at the bottom, I was looking at his top, because he come over my left shoulder, this side, and I'm busy like looking at this paper, and he must have seen my purse. So my bag is balanced best it can, and my dodgy arm, well, it's now getting dodgy, on holding over so nobody could put their hand in it. But I didn't notice how sneaky these people can be. I'm usually clued up how sneaky this individual could be, right? And so I'm looking at this. Then the guy says, oh, as I said to police, describe what was said to me with this bloke. And it's like, I don't know, 6 tall, slim build, roughly sort of like a lighter colour, beigey colour top on. And he says to me, well, let's have a look at that paper. And if it's like the one I've got, and I didn't think why he was pushing me for that. And I said, hold on, I'm just typing information on my phone to see if I can use that and assist the guy, Steve, in the day, you know, this coming week or tomorrow at some point, the matter. And because he was really distressed. And I thought, goodness of my heart, I'll try and help him out. So here's a £5, go and get some McDonald's or something. And I don't normally have a £5 on me to do that. So just so he could cheer himself up. And then as I do that, he says, oh, I just want to go and rest in my tent asleep, because I really looked down, okay, really looked depressed. And I said, okay, because I was going to do, without his face, interview on my camera, so I can actually produce the evidence of what's really kicking off in this area about this, and see if something could be done to highlight the serious issue, okay? And but then he said you need to go lie down. So okay, so I left. I don't know where the guy went. I didn't see him leave, and I was shocked. This could happen. So I went right across the road. There's a £5 shop, and I saw these candles, which is battery operated, be ideal for me in my situation, my own. So as the lady was showing these, because I thought, if I'm going to be pushing the care home the way it is, I need a near, what they call it, these earpiece for my phone along the lead. And I was looking at that, and I got a recording app of all this conversation as well, with this guy Steve and this strange bloke, on a spare phone I got as a backup, right? Got it on it as evidence. I got his voice and what was said. And then on my phone that's charging up, I got an app. My friends taught me this. My safety when I'm out, if there's anything kicks off, I've got the recording evidence of an app voice, not video, because I ain't got like that memory. And then, so we're in that shop, and I got those 2 females of what happened and what they said to me after. So I got to the till, went to pay for this item, £5. It had 2 £20 notes in my purse. I went to the shop and they're gone. What the hell? And so I'm searching through my bag. Didn't go nowhere after talking to those people, right? That Steve homeless bloke and that other bloke, right? I didn't go nowhere else. And I didn't go into my bag. I presumed after I went to the shop, as I said to the police on the phone just now, and it was absolutely, as far as I know, in my purse. So I got to the till in that shop opposite, and I said, what the hell? Unfortunately, I think I've been robbed. I had this cash stolen. So I was looking through my bag, looking through, you know, nothing. it couldn't drop. And I said to the police, it was actually in my purse. So, like, I was saying to my friends, I was in shock. I didn't go straight home because I trying to get this. What was I just? That guy saw me give that £5 to that my friend Steve, acquaintance Steve, homeless man, and he saw this as it was a gleaming in my bag, or what? Because I was busy looking at this piece of sheet of paper, and then the females were telling me after, because they're about to shut their shop, and about homeless people, and they had seen me talk to these people, right? Stevens of the break, and they had seen me, and they were watching me, and I got that on record. Also told the police I got the 2 recording apps of the conversations, and it's just for my safety. So my carers taught me that since the end of last year. And then they also said to me, you still got the receipts where you were at the times. So the times when I put the cash in the bank, and of course the time I went to the shop. So for the purpose, the lady said in the shop also, and also I'll come on to the next bit. There was 2 wardens, traffic wardens also. Before that, I was so in shock. I had my wheelchair, the wheels positioned on Dutch Street, so the side street of Cafe Nero, and this car's come up behind me, and I did not care. I wasn't thinking because I was in shock. What just happened? Don't know how long I was sitting there, and the stranger bloke comes up to me. You're right. I said no. I just been bloody robbed, and I was going like this. And he said, "You right calling the police?" And I was just, yeah, but no, in my heart, no. Don't trust them. Silly. I just so want to give up, not pay for nothing now, not to do nothing now, because it's one thing after another. It's like, what the world's coming to. And then that guy went off. I was kind of him to stop, and then I saw the 2 young women and a youngest bloke, and they said they'll come around the corner. Well, and I asked them if they wouldn't mind assist me call the police. I feel more comfortable if someone else does. And they explained, and it's really helpful actually. It really helped me calm down and think clearly, a bit more clearly. And I still didn't get home that early. Still in shock. And they said that one of his grands, they said about an extra bigger bag to put the current bag I have that can't do up as much, and to get a bigger bag to put it in, which I need a similar bag but a bigger size. So I've got a couple of bags like that. It needs to be particular type because of my disabilities, and a new purse. Hold on, I'm just going to make that down, and a bag. So good job I'd put that cash in the bank so I could use that to get this bigger bag and a purse. And what else can I do? What else? Self-safety, self-measures and alert and personal safety. I went on this website, my area, it's called Voice Northamptonshire, and I followed all the steps it says to be safe in the public. I've done that today. Always do. Can I go at my own bloody own? It's bad enough trying to get out in the public with my disabilities, and my friends have to encourage me. So I wanted to try and get on with my daily life, and today was just everything stopped. My Wi-Fi packed up, and I thought I need to get this stuff in because I need to deal with tomorrow Wi-Fi shy that's happened. I got no way of communicating because my mobile data will run out, but my mates managed to sort my Wi-Fi out, thank goodness. So I really do need the backup support. I don't know if I meet the criteria for this. I didn't want to deal with them last year, I think my situation warrants the extra support I need. I mean, what more can I do? So it's not great when you're living on a knife edge. You're living out of bloody suitcases, not knowing where you're coming or going, and then you've got stuff in your bag. You don't know. Gosh forbid if I end up in hospital again. The whole setup is not great because I've tried to engage with these public servants in their job role all every year, and they've let me down big time. And when I've gone to the healthcare ombudsman, social healthcare, I've gone to a housing ombudsman situation. There isn't linking a remedy available independent in my situation. I'd rather be somewhere that's got housing and care on site, but there's less security, so I need everything done right. And I can't just move. All my medical equipment move, but I cannot even. It is the second time since December, so we are 6 months on. It's not ideal, you know. There's nothing about me I didn't. I just know so many people are struggling with the cutbacks of services in many subjects and situations like and let alone the homeless. And this could happen to anyone, but to rob me. But they will not be able to check the CCTV camera. Please won't. And I've had them call up my own before when I've been bed bound, and that's put me off dealing with them directly. I cannot consent sending my phone to the lady. I can't consent to go to the police station. And in my situation, oh, can I just speak to your carer? Well, unfortunately, how do you explain to these people that don't know your situation? It's like, I'm not denying, I'm not hiding them. They're not harming me and I'm not harming myself. It's just like the way they've been treated, the way I've been treated already. It's like I'm trying to work with these civil servants in UK, and yet I get target and they get this. So all due respect, they've got the extra time. If they can't come with me and offer me personal care in a hotel setting to get the disrepair sorted out of the past year, I've offered to move out 3 times, they're not going to be able to sit in and help me go to these civil servant buildings, which I struggle face to face with strangers on top. It's not just straightforward as that. And unfortunately, in the eyes of the procedure of the police and civil servants, the way they work, they don't see it. So I really do need the civil servants' voice, whatever. They used to be victim support. It's all online, but these services have changed now, and the amount of data they need of you, and when they see in their eyes a vulnerable adult, it's just like you're bombarded with so much. You can only do with so much, and it's on top. So as I said, I'm really impressed with these 2 topic wardens and the skill of that young man and what he said to me. It was so straightforward and practical, and it really was helpful, and I needed to hear that. And it's only a simple few words, but and then I thought to myself, well, let's get a video. I think I've still got it on my phone. If I've got it, I'll play it. So I just got to check see if I've got it. Of the location, because I was in shock. I'm trying to work out where this was. phone was taking pictures, aren't we knowing about it? Across the road, yeah. Obviously, there won't be any watching behind me. And I spoke to a cleaner also about homeless. Like DOL. I forgot about that. DEOL. What's that company? The moment serves the cleaner, stop talk and claiming all the rubbish is put up behind it. So I was down there talking to him and showing me, and they hacked into my Wi-Fi on top. So I had to go. Let's see if there's a different video because I absolutely was shocked. No, I might have it on a different phone. I think music on for me. No, my Wi-Fi's playing up. 3:30, and this time. Where was this street? Look at that timestamp. It's absolute. This is my sister. She didn't bloody respond. Right. Oh, I hate this bloody phone that don't bloody stay put. Right. Oh, where's it gone now? Referral form. Oh, what's happened to it now? To another search. Voice. Victims. Here we go. Victims of crime in Northamptonshire. Voice.org. So, reporting a crime. Support. What? How do you get support? The basic before. So, suffered results of an incident, who feels threatened by the actions of another, who's a victim of crime, if immediate member of the family. Victim of crime supported out the problems that cause crime uses and making decisions can be difficult and confusing. It is important to have someone to talk to who can provide helpful information and support that may offer critical to victims' recovery. Talk about how you feel. Structure your life. I don't know what else different to do that I'm already doing. Eat regularly, make sure you get, okay, physical exercise anyway. Allow yourself good days. Be kind and gentle to yourself is important. Have you reported to the crime? Yes. Did you get crime number? Yeah. Why is the crime number important? The matter is unique to the incident and is required every time you contact police, and this will ensure that questions or queries information may be quickly answered. What happens after a report of crime? The time you can also make a victim personal statement. How do you get support? Right, what happens? You send you a letter or a complaint acknowledgement form with a crime reference number, explain the investigation process, ask you if you want to stay informed about the process, ask you how you would like to be contacted by email, I said, or phone, but after 1 o'clock. Ask you how you would like to be, refer you to the victim support voice or thanks. to offer support service if you need them. I did state I need support. You should always refer to your crime number when contact police. You can also use this to track your crime number online. At this time, you can also make your personal impact statement. Where's the support to do this? If it gets investigated, that's the thing, isn't it? It's always that question. Initial investigation, that's all they do. Every protocol initially investigated individually, done in person or over the phone most probably, and which may be done quicker or by an appointment. An initial investigation is merely gathering information. The police will want to know your contact details and when and where and what happened in the incident. They may want to know if there's any witnesses. What I just said about those females in the shop and that. Do you know if the individual committed the crime? Not that bloke, but I know the owner's bloke. Can you describe the offender? I gave best I could. What happens after initial investigation? Once the police have gathered initial facts, the decision will then be made whether to transfer to an investigating officer. It won't be done. No other work. For further investigation or not, the assessment will take into account the following: the seriousness of the offence, likelihood of solvability, which most probably won't happen, and the evidence. The level of resources, again, proportionate to the seriousness of the offence, again. You will then receive a letter or phone call or email notifying you of the result of the assessment. I never did last year, 2018. There are two possible outcomes. Investigation will be closed. That's what happened last time. This means there are currently no strong leads. That's what they did on me last year. Despite all the evidence that was there and the cameras, they deliberately just made out it. I made it all up, but I didn't. Should the police receive further intelligence or discover new evidence, which it may or may not do, the investigation could be reopened. It won't, and will be contacted regardless whether it happens. Invasion. Yeah, right. Why is my crime not investigated? It's all to do. Investigating officer is assigned, and he or she will be responsible for investigating it. And they're told by their superiors, individuals, whether or not to bother. And the police will be able to provide you with specific updates. Next. So it says track your crime. Do you need to have to be signed in or sign up with Northampton Police? Track My Crime Service allows such a crime to access progress with investigation of their case. Well, thought you need. Oh, this is run by Ministry of Justice. So this is all done by computer decision making. Track My Crime will send information to the website as soon as it's input by the computer system. Will automatically alert to updates on your case via text or email, and can then access information securely at a time that's convenient to you. Well, why didn't they offer it me last year? Why didn't they bother? I don't really know that. Why didn't they bother last year? Anyway, it's unfortunate. Again, it's happened. Just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I know the cutbacks and services and police are struggling, and this is low priority. So, where's the help with victims? There's the victims code, I know about that. Surely there's support to help you do things. So I'm just trying to look at what they're meant to do. Gone back to square one on the website. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Meant to be supporting victims of crime, so about voice in Northamptonshire, towns and cities UK have their own, I presume. So you got they do witness care services, young people, stalking and harassment, violent crime, road victims, mental, physical disability services. Keep safe scheme. They need a lot of your details. One for people to keep safe and get help in emergency out in the town. It don't always work. They've got new services, rightly so, for people that need them. And it's important, so it's interesting to know this. There's not a lot of services for people with physical healthcare needs. Go back on that one. I'm trying to scroll through. Back to square one again. So as a victim's crime code, I know about that, but let's view the sitemap. reporting a crime, police investigation. What about support for those victims of crime during this initial process? It's not very helpful. Not very helpful. Go to main menu. Let's go into the main menu on their website. Hello? Whoever's running this voice for victims and victims, you're meant to have this is not very good. You have a general number. When you think there might be independent support, there isn't. I need to put some meditation music on and not focus on this. It's just, where's the referral then? So what you got sentence of ice who do the witness service, crimes office number, and that's about it. Right, about voice. It's ridiculous. When you're surviving this time of night, still up because you're trying to get support and you report this crime number today. Reference number 62612 of today's date, obviously May 2019. Again, so distracted by and show me this, and his mate pinched a ledge. I put a ledge, and there's my receipt of the time, and I've got bank receipts of the time, and I've got witness to these two females in the shop afterwards and saw me talk to these people, and I just it's like a beacon. If I've got a target across my bloody head. So anyway, I just report it, and that's all I can do. If they don't investigate it, then bloody fine. But it's like, be careful out there. You're in a wheelchair, you go about your own business, you try and out somebody out, and then you get robbed. But the police have to do their job, and I was trying to find if I had the video. I've got a video on that one, and my battery is low. So I've got police incident number. I just reported it. Oh, it's 7 minutes past 12. I ain't going to bloody sleep tonight. Bear with me, I'm trying to see if I've got a video of, I knew I got a video of the location because I needed to get some, just see if I can get this up. No, I got the computer information because eventually got the computer working because that crashed today. So I've got voice recording and I know that, so bear with me. Have a recording app on your phone, and where we got this, let me look at the time. Sunday today, 2 females witnessed me talking to that homeless guy called Steve on the floor first, and then the other guy, they witnessed that too. And I got this voice recording at 5 o'clock, so and I've got good job. I could make some notes of this tomorrow on a bus and say, hopefully. Oh, I'm going to play what they said. My witnesses, and I'll go back to that time.
This guy, he's absolutely wonderful. Which one? That one or that one? Sorry. It's alright, don't worry. Please don't
I was looking for my bag and I thought the 40 quid was spent. And then I knew the guy took it. Oh.
Yeah.
So he robbed me.
Right, just working out. It was the Indian man, wasn't it? Yeah.
They saw me. They saw the bloke. They're the witnesses, 2 female witnesses. This time got 2 female witnesses. Not like end of last year. So I got 2 female witnesses. I said to the police, I got an audio recording of this.
Yeah, about not stop. You're trying to act somebody out, and then I'll tell you who one of the nice ones is. There's the young lady with the dreadlocks, and she's telling us that she's absolutely wonderful. If you talk to her, I'll get back to you right up and down in a minute.
She said I've been robbed. Definitely trying to look for my bag, where the hell the money was. You get to a till and you find out your money's gone.
Yeah. Right, just working out. It was the Indian man, wasn't it? Yeah. It's not one of the personal. She was just saying how to leave
Indian. I didn't think he was Indian. But she saw. I was busy. I'm gonna stop that. I was busy reading that, and I presume he's English, but she said he's Indian. They had a good look at me because of big, pink coat on. Anyway, I thank God I've got a voice recording. I don't think the police do anything, but at least I've got this recording. Anyway, I'll better get off because it's late. Didn't realise the time. Got to keep this as evidence. I will not help. I will not stop and talk. No disrespect to homeless people, especially in my situation. And got to keep that as evidence. It's just not right. Because the police will need to speak to me. More of the story is, be careful out there, everybody, right? Especially in my situation. Oh, Jesus. I've got to get some sleep. I thank goodness that I can hear another friend coming in. She didn't have to do that. They're going to both just watch over me because I'm just so pissed off for all this. Could have put some chill out music on, so be careful everybody out there when you're surviving a victim of crime, right? Excuse me, got stuff around my mouth. And I've got to take my mind off it. It's not the cash. It's not, it's not the point of the cash, it's how it happened. You try and help somebody out, and target, but I'm not going to let this get to me. It's hard. Take care. Please be careful, everybody out there. What more can you do? But I did the best I can to be streetwise and be careful. I've got to end this stream. It's best to get on now and get some rest.